What's going on, everybody? Okay, I get some questions sometimes, not just on the comment section here, but also from like friends and family. And they say, how do I start a YouTube channel? What do I need? How do you decide what to talk about? Just editing stuff and stuff like that. Now, I am not the world's best editor by no means. By no means necessary. Every single time I edit something, it seems like I learn something new, which is, just about every day in life. If you're not learning something new almost every day, then you're just not trying hard enough, because you need to strive to better yourself. So every day I almost learn something new on editing. And the main advice that I would give somebody on starting a YouTube channel is, you need to decide what you want to talk about. And I get that a lot. People say, oh, I'm not interesting. I don't have nothing to talk about. I don't know what I'd talk about. Everybody has something that they're passionate about. No matter what it is, everybody has something out there that they like doing or they're passionate about. Whether it be trucks and cars, knitting, sewing, traveling, no matter what it is, firearms, no matter what it is, there's something that we're all passionate about. Now, I will say stuff like firearms won't get you monetized. Every time I stick a firearm video up, they demonetize it like immediately. So if you're looking to make money on here, that's probably not the best option. But find something you're passionate about and then start talking about that. Find something you're knowledgeable about. Try to learn more about that. I've been watching tons and tons of car stuff on TV since I've been quarantined, because I want to gain as much knowledge about cars and trucks as I can to better my YouTube channel, to be more knowledgeable about stuff like that. And I'm actually even thinking about going back to school. And I always ask my buddies that are better mechanics than I am questions and stuff like that, because I always want to better my knowledge for you all. So find something you're passionate about first and then work on your channel from there. Now, I do want to say everybody's video starting out is awkward. Your first video is going to be awkward. My first video was very awkward. And sometimes I go back and watch that video just to humble myself. And also it makes me a little prideful to see how far I've actually came, because that first video was horrible. So don't worry about your first video. It may not be the best video in the world unless you're going to school for some kind of, acting or something like that, some kind of movie career. Then you may be great at this already. But for most of us starting out, we're going to be a little awkward in front of the camera. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to do. What do you do with your hands? The Ricky Bobby syndrome. You're just like, I don't know. I don't know. But that all comes. I've got over 700 videos out now. Now, like I said, I don't know if I'm even eligible or supposed to be given advice on this. I've got a little over 17,500 subscribers when this video is being shot. And I think a little over 4 million views. Now, I don't consider myself greatly successful on YouTube, because I compare myself to YouTube top echelon people, and I see those people that have millions of subscribers. Now, I am very grateful for every subscriber I have, and thank you all so much for watching these videos. But in my mind, you have to set your own goals. And I am going to be my worst critic, and you may be your own worst critic, and I don't know when I will feel successful. Now, I don't feel like a failure by no means. Do I feel like a failure on here? And you'll have to set those goals for yourself. I really feel like once I get to about 25,000 subscribers, I will start feeling like, hey, I'm starting to make it. I'm starting to get there. Things are starting to click. Stuff like that. But I don't know. You'll have to set those goals for yourself, and everybody has a separate goal and a separate feeling. Now, like I said, I don't feel unsuccessful, because there's a lot of other people on YouTube that's been doing this longer that, have 100 subscribers, and there's people that's been doing it a shorter amount of time that has 500,000 subscribers. So those are goals that you're going to have to set for yourself. Just don't get discouraged. It may take a while to get to the monetization part, so make sure that you don't get discouraged. I'm going to do a video on how I got monetized. I got lucky when it happened to me, and got a lot of views. Now, there are standards you have to meet to get that monetization, and it seems periodically. So I'm not going to tell you what those are, because if you're watching this a year or two from now, those have probably changed if I was guessing. So just do your research and see what threshold you need to get to actually reach monetization. But like I said, don't get discouraged. If your first 5 videos you don't have 1,000 subscribers, I didn't either. I think it took me somewhere around 4 to 6 months to actually get monetized. That was right after they changed the new monetization rules and stuff like that. And they've even changed stuff as this video went up, because if you do live streams, it actually helps you get hours towards your monetization. Well, now they've changed that you have to have like 1,000 subscribers or something before you can do live streams, and it wasn't that way whenever I got monetized, so that greatly helped me out. So they do change this stuff periodically, but again, you know, just keep trudging on. Don't get discouraged that it didn't happen immediately, because for most people it doesn't happen immediately. So another thing I want to cover is, what stuff do you need to actually start YouTube? So you want to start a YouTube channel. Let's say you've thought about it for a while. Let's say you've come up with a topic. Let's say you've got stuff planned out. What stuff do you actually need to start a YouTube channel? Well, it's very little. I can tell you that. You don't need a lot of stuff to actually start a YouTube channel. You basically need a tripod and a phone. I almost use my iPhone XS Max. Now, you will want a newer phone, one that has a good camera on it, so you shoot good quality videos. But most videos I shoot are in 1080p. I very rarely shoot anything in 4K, because even in this day and age, a lot of people still don't have 4K TVs and stuff like that, or they're not going to watch videos. Not that they don't have 4K TVs, but they're probably not going to watch videos in 4K. A lot of people watch this stuff on iPads and iPhones, and truly, I've watched 4K videos and 1080p videos, and you know, the 1080p is way good enough for me to watch a video on. So basically, everything I shoot is on my iPhone XS Max, and it's in 1080p. I want to also say that you'll want a decent tripod. My second or third video is where I installed my S&B intake on my truck, and I used like a 6-inch tripod on that. And it was horrible. I mean, I was trying to set it up and get good angles and stuff. So yes, I do still have that short tripod, and I use it for odds and ends. When you see me at the table, I usually have it set up instead of my tall tripod, because it takes up less space. But for doing installs and stuff like I'm doing right now, you will want a taller tripod. I think this one actually goes up to like 6 foot or something like that, and that's usually tall enough to do most things that I need to do. But you want something like this, you can get better angles and stuff. Also, something you might want to know is, if you're going to be a car YouTuber or something like that, it does take a lot longer to install something when you're videoing it. So don't think that if you're going to install, like, let's say some Nerf bars or something on your vehicle that would normally take under an hour, it's going to take longer than an hour if you're videoing it. Be as detailed as possible if you're going to do something like that. A lot of people watch these videos to see how to install things. So when I do an install video, I do my best to show everybody exactly the process I need to go through. Now, I may not show you me actually doing it, but I will explain what I am doing. And if it's something that is difficult for me to do, I do my best to get a good video of me doing that, because I feel like if I struggled with it, other people are probably going to struggle with it as well. So if you're going to be like a car modder or something like that, make sure you do detailed videos where people can actually see what you're doing and how to do it. Now, the only other thing you need to have is a decent personality and be honest. Those are two big things as well. You know, you don't want to be totally monotoned and dry. You know, try to put some excitement into it and stuff like that. Be happy and excited that you're doing what you're doing, because this is fun. And, you know, you're doing something that a lot of people would like to be doing, and I hope this video can help them do that they may not know how to get started at. So, you know, you should be proud of what you're doing. And I have videos out, like my weight loss video, where people have left awesome comments. And when you read comments where you've changed people's lives, now car modding, you may not change people's lives, but you get comments on here where you actually have changed people's lives and made them better versions of themselves. That is what this is all about to me. It's not the money or the popularity or anything like that. When you can actually help someone out, that is why I do this. That's why I do the install videos. That's why I did my weight loss video. I really consider my weight loss video my best video I have ever shot. And I did that early on, because after that thing took off, there has been so many awesome comments on that video. I may actually do a video where I read some of the comments, because it's so humbling and so awesome to know that you've helped somebody out that way. And that is the possibilities that you can do here on YouTube. You can actually totally change someone's life for the better. So if you decide to start a YouTube channel, make sure you're honest. Make sure you show some excitement. Make sure you show, you know, just, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Just make sure you have a very good attitude towards what you're doing, and don't be just monotone. Show some excitement in the video. And that's pretty much all you need to start. A phone, a tripod, an idea, and some honesty, and a good attitude. And you could be very well on your way. I don't actually write anything out. You can probably tell from my videos, I ad-lib everything, man. I don't hardly write anything out. Now, when there's like a recall video or something I do that has a lot of numbers and stuff in it, yes, I will jot down stuff like that. But any other videos I do, I write nothing down. So you might write stuff down and make better videos than I do, because literally I never, it's all from up here, and I just say what my heart's telling me to say, and that's how I do it. Good, bad, or indifferent, that's literally how I do it. But literally those 4 things are about all you need to start a YouTube channel. Now, iPhones have iMovie on them, and that is what I use to edit all my videos. You can do tons of stuff on there. Like I said, I learn something every day about editing on there, so that's what I use. I'm sure that Android has their own version of that you can use as well, I would assume. But iMovie is pretty easy to use, and it's a pretty easy editing software to learn how to use. But if you just have those 4 things and set a camera up and start talking to it, you know, eventually you'll just kind of get used to talking to yourself and your neighbors looking at you funny. I appreciate you all watching this video. Hope it helps somebody. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.